So when you first unpack the crystal lights bar or the crystal bed bar, you're going to find that the Vogel holders need to be undone back into a vertical position, and those just simply move up. You're also going to see that the two arms are put together, and those two are going to need to go up. Once they're up, turn them. You can loosen up these two nuts. When you do loosen these nuts up, you're going to find that everything moves really easily. So with the arms, it takes a little bit of practice and repetition to get it to open up very easily, but it is very easy to do. So with myself, I can just open those up like that. See how they're parallel to each other? Or if you want to, you can move it out all the way, rotate them, and bring them up. However you want to do it, get it so the arms are facing up and the whole light bar assembly looks like this. Let's grab the control box and the tripod and put this on. Once we have the tripod set up and the control box mounted, whether it's the crystal lights or the other unit, just a matter of sliding this on, locking it in place underneath with the screw. You can turn it if you wish, however you do have that knob down here that tightens it up. So let's quickly go over the parts on it. This square silver piece is designed for the light bar, so the light bar plugs into that. There's a button right here which unlocks it, and we'll show you that when it's on. Basically it's going to plug in, and to pull it out you have to push this button. Next to it is the power. Power one is a standard power jack. Just plug that right in. And this is it for the wall. Just a regular wall outlet. Plugging that in. On the other side, we have the power switch. Very straightforward power switch. What we have here is memory, play, or to the next program that is, positive and negative. Positive makes things go faster, negative makes it go slower. So basically, you would push this arrow to make it go to the next program over and over and over. Memory is for when you want to lock it into one that you like. So you found one you like, you hit memory, and it stores it. If it actually has flashing and different stroboscopic effects, you can change the speed with the positive and negative. So let's go ahead and put the light bar on. So we have the light bar sitting on the tripod area, and it's very, very easy to put it on. You simply grab underneath and drop it in place. At that point, you'd want to take off the Velcro. I already took it off, but don't take it off until you put it on. It makes it very difficult to get it off. So take that off, and that gives you the ability to then move this up and down. If you're having trouble putting this on, just try one at a time. One on, figure out the other, and drop it in place. It should be very, very easy. The tripod also has its little connector that we, once again, stick in. It can only fit in one way, in one direction. There is the button next to it that needs to be pushed to pull it out. And so we have that on. Let's go ahead and power it up. We'll then see a variety of different colors to choose from. We'll go ahead and put it on a steady chakra. And so what I'm doing is just pushing the play button until I find the chakra colors, and then hitting memory so it stores it. When I turn off power and turn it back on, it's going to come back to that last one I had because I hit the memory. And we can move these all the way up. We can also bring them really far away and down. So there's a lot of flexibility that goes on here. Let's say somebody's in a recliner. We can tilt it like this, turn these so it's facing the recliner, and then that's great. Let's say somebody is a small child. Let's grab a couple of crystals here, drop them in place, make this more realistic. So we're going to work with 3 crystals here. We just dropped them in place because we have those rubber rings that we'll describe later. We start in here. Boom, boom. We're going to make this small for somebody who's very short, like a child. So you can see we can get these chakras very close together. Let's say someone's tall. We're always working from the center out, by the way. So you can make this really work to your advantage. What we personally do is take the first and last Vogel Holder and turn them in towards the client. So you can see that these point down. And when you have a client on a table or a lounger or whatever, their head may be right here, or maybe it's right here, wherever it may be, but you know, their top of their head's going to be right here, and then that crystal's going to be able to go in. Same thing with bottom. You're going to be able to point it right into the root chakra. So it's a great way to do it. We have also done a few interesting things. Where we have sat somebody in a chair, brought this one up higher, pointed this one, and so this goes right into their head. Working with the pineal gland. So all of these energies are pointing into someone's head. So that works really great. And be creative. Now, if you found something that works and we haven't thought of it, that's awesome. When these knobs are loosened, it allows this arm to move around. We recommend that the arm, that these black parts coming out, are parallel to the ground. So this is considered organite, and this is the Vogel Holder. As you can see, you can go upside down or right side up. There's a little rubber ring here, and that ring has a definite shape to it. It kind of is tapered. The bottom part is flat and wide, the top part is skinny, and the skinny part goes up. This sits into a recess inside the holder, and it's going to snap in place. If it doesn't snap in place and you can pull it out easy, you didn't get it in right. So it will sit in there, and it's kind of loose. It'll move around a little bit, but what happens is when we put a crystal in, the crystal applies pressure, it pushes it out into the Vogel Holder, and though it creates a nice positive lock. And that way we have the ability to move this around and really make it work for us. Organite is a suspension of organic and inorganic material. We use over 5 different essential oils, and some of them are a mix. So we're really looking at almost 10 different oils that we put inside here. We also have hundreds and hundreds of little tiny crystal chips in here of various types, whether it's quartz or agate or rose or who knows what, but there's so many different types in there. It's just a beautiful composition. We also have the light going on inside there. So all this energy is creating scalar energy. And this energy is helping go into the crystals and work with it. So it's a really fantastic way to bring forth the energy. You can also put essential oils right on the top of these crystals. And what that's going to do is go in and impart that frequency into the client. Okay, this is the case for the crystals, and when you go ahead and open it, you'll find that you have your crystals arranged. This one is in a little bit smaller compartment, so what we did is put the rings that it needs on the side. There is an extra ring for each crystal. And let's go ahead and pull this one out. You're going to need to pull these rings off first. Put the ring on the Vogel holder like we described in the video. So the top part, the skinnier part, goes on top, and then it snaps into place. And so there's an extra ring situated in here. We just gave you extra rings because we can. And so it doesn't matter where these sit. You can pick a spot if you like. Otherwise, you know, when you go and transport it, you pull the ring out, put it back on the crystal, and just put it in there. And so that's it. We thank you for your time, and we know you enjoy your product. Come visit us at quantumresonance.org.